Hey there, I am Laura and I'm a polyamorous knitter and also polyamorous in life. But this podcast is mostly about my knitting. But today I'm going to talk about some other things too, but also my knitting. Um, First of all, you can find me on Ravelry as Onervainen and on Instagram as polyamorous knitter. I haven't been updating my Instagram for a while, uh, and I haven't been making these videos for a while, and I'll tell you a little about that. But the first thing that I'm going to talk about is that I have been thinking about podcasting, and maybe in December or January, I had the idea that I would be making episodes in Finnish and in English, but I haven't been doing that because I have been a bit busy and overwhelmed about live things, and I just haven't had the energy to like make any videos. But I have been thinking about podcasting quite a lot, but I haven't got around to it, and it just, as time goes by, it just hasn't been part of my life right now. But yesterday I decided that I am going to continue this knitting podcast, but I'm not gonna do it in Finnish. And the reason is that I don't have it in me to make these videos in both in Finnish and in English. Uh, if I would be like a sensible person, or I would have any sense, I would make these videos in Finnish because I have a lot more views and likes, and I don't know about subscribers, but anyway, if I made these videos in Finnish. But as I am not that kind of a sensible person, I want to keep making this in English because I started this in English, and I really feel like my knitting community is not just in Finland, it's all around the world. And my son is coming home, so I have to stop for a while. Yeah, I don't know how often I'm going to do these videos, but I hope that I'll keep doing these at some pace, and whenever I feel like it. I'm not going to give myself a timetable because it's not gonna work right now. But yeah, let's move on to the knitting stuff. I have quite a lot of FOs, finished objects, and firstly I'm going to tell you what I'm wearing. And this hat is a new FO. It is a sockhead hat by Kelly McClure, and it is knit in Ruskanlehti Räytyminen. Räytyminen is the colorway, and the yarn base is merino sock. So it is this quite thin, easy peasy like beanie. It is a free pattern in Ravelry. And now I'm going to tell you what I was thinking that I will tell you, that I'm not going to put all the information on the screen now because it just takes a lot of time, and I'm going to make this podcasting easier for myself. So everything will be on the box down below in the description box, and I will link all of these knits and things I'm talking about. I'm going to link in my Ravelry project pages. So if you want to know more about the yarn or the size or whatever, you can find this information from the links down below. So yeah, this is a free pattern, and it is a quite a quick knit, although it is, I think I knit this in 2.75 millimeter needles, and I have no idea what the US size is for that. Could it be like size 2 maybe? It was quick and fun and easy knit, and I wanted to knit myself like this because I wear hats a lot, and all of my other hats and beanies are knit in thicker yarn, so I wanted to make this in like thinner. This is fingering weight yarn. So I think it's getting a bit hot now. It's maybe 20 degrees of Celsius in here, and yeah, I might have to start living without hats again. But this is a great hat for spring and autumn in Finland. Yeah. And the next project is this sweater, this very, very lightweight and drapey sweater. This is Pavement by Veera Välimäki. I think it is an old pattern, and it was maybe the first pattern that I bought, because I just saw this and I wanted to make it. But it took a while, because it wasn't so hot that I had to make this. So it is like this, a longer kind of 3/4 sleeves, and this quite loose, and I like the fit. There is some, actually there's no increases in here. I don't remember anymore. Anyway, this is knit in merino single that I dyed myself, and I quite like this color, and I, what is it called in English? A helical knitting, maybe, when you like swap the skeins, that what you are knitting from. So basically I had 2 skeins of this at the body part, and then I just knit 2 rounds, and then I switched the other skein and knit 2 rounds, then I switch it again, so it wouldn't pull so much. I think this is quite a good or nice texture. I don't know how to speak anymore. Anyway, this is something that I probably will make again, because I really like the fit on me, and it just feels so nice and light and airy. And even if it's like 20 degrees, then I can wear this, and when I'm like riding a bike, then I just can feel the breeze going through the fabric, and it's so nice. Yeah, then I have some FOs that some of them were whips before, and I have finished them since then, and I think all of these were whips. Yeah, okay, I'm going to tell you about them, but I don't have everything here, because at least 2 of those FOs are living in my boyfriend's house. And the first is Musselburgh that I knit for him, and I'm going to insert a picture here him wearing that. And yeah, it was a really easy knit, and it was Musselburgh by Isolde Teague, and it was a good pattern, so that you can make it like from the different yarn weights and different, or you don't have to make a swatch, but you can, like, you start knitting and then you count the stitches so that then there's a chart what tells you that how many increases and decreases you have to do. So it's very versatile. So I used Regia Merino Yak Premium or something like that, and it was the color anthracite. So he just wanted a black hat, but I need him a anthracite hat. So, but he liked it. He's not wearing it anymore because it's too hot, because there's like 2 layers on the head part, and in the brim there's like 4 layers of fabric, so it's too hot for now, but it is a hat for winter. Yeah. And the other thing that I don't have in here is a ripple bralette by Jessie Made, and I knit it because I never thought that I would knit a bralette, because you know I need more support on this area. But my boyfriend's place, or babe, as I told you last time, I'm calling him, my babe's place is quite hot. It is the an apartment on the upper part of the building. So I was thinking that I'm going to need something light and not hot for the summer. So I just wanted to try that. Would I wear a bralette that I have knit? And well, I have already worn it, and it is quite nice. If I make it again, I will make some modifications. I will insert a picture here, and it is knit in this same yarn. So this Ruskanlehti merino sock räytyminen, and I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, I did so the straps went like across the back, and because it would have been so wide if I did just like the normal straps. So that is what I did. But next time I think that I will like put the places for the straps like closer together, so it won't be too wide. And that was the main modification I was thinking about making. And maybe I will make the straps a bit wider too. But it was a nice knit and nice pattern, and there were some like instructions that if you want to make modifications or something like that, maybe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, but it was nice to try something that I wouldn't think that I would try. And now I'm looking at another bralette pattern. I don't remember the name, but it is designed by, I don't remember her name, but Knit Fix and Chill podcast, and it was the other lady from that podcast. And that would be so that it would actually be like a more supportive bralette. So there will be this elastic band in here and here, so you could just use it like a bra. So I'm thinking of making that at some point. It would be so fun just to use knit bras. Anyway, oh, I did add an elastic in here in the bralette, because it was too loose. It didn't like stay on. So that was another modification I made. But yeah, the next FO is here, these socks These are Onerva socks designed by Anna Heino, a Finnish yarn shop owner and designer. And I have worn these, and these are quite loose like this. But I really like these. These are, I love these bubbles, and I love this. They're like kind of flowers, and yeah, these are done. I have worn these quite a lot, and the yarn I used was Kaarama Haikki. It is a Finnish. It was a Finnish dyer and Finnish wool also. Yep, and the next FO is also socks. My pallisukka, because these were knit in Ilun Handu ihmepalli. So it was like Zauberball, but her own. She's a Finnish dyer. Like this was a self-striping yarn. And the heel, maybe I'll show this. No, the heel and the toe part is knit in Drops Fabel. I don't remember the colorway, but as I said, all the information you can find it on Ravelry, and the links will be down below. I have, this is like merino 4-ply, I think, like fingering weight merino sock yarn. These are really lovely, like for this weather when it's a bit warmer, but not too hot yet. And I didn't have any like pattern, so designed by me. There's not lots of design. I just made these slip stitch thingies here. And then I have one more FO that has been on my needles all this spring. Yeah, and this is for my son. This is for his birthday, and I am like on the schedule because his birthday is on July, the end of July. So I have managed to knit this, and it is done. This is Hallanvaara by Pirjo Iivonen, a Finnish designer, from the book Minun islantilaisneuleeni. And he chose this pattern and he chose the colors, and I really hope that this will fit him. When he visited us this spring, he tried this. I think this hem was quite tight, but it fit him, and so I think that the other parts will fit him too. This is size small, but I did the yoke. The length of the yoke is size medium, but not the width, because I thought that he will need more space here, because he does have like shoulders. And I just hope that this will fit him, but I'm sure that he will like this if it fits him. Yeah, this was a big one that I'm glad that it's all done now and ready for his birthday. Then I don't have any more FOs. I don't think, I don't remember, or actually I do, but I'm not gonna show them because Babe is not going to watch this. but I'm still not going to show. I knit him some socks for his birthday. That is on Saturday this week. And that was my own design. But they are all wrapped up and I'm not going to like explode the package. So you won't see them. I hope they fit him, but if they don't, I am sure that he will love the color work that I made. It was a joke thing, but anyway. Yeah, let's move on to the whips. I have, if I remember correctly, I have 8 whips on my needles right now, but I'm going to show you 3 that I have been working on lately. This first one is for my son's girlfriend, and this will be her birthday sweater. And I have done quite a bit of progress on this one too. So this is Anna huolia hevosen by Jenna Kostet from the book Knitted Kalevala, or Neulottu Kalevala as it is in Finnish. I have the Finnish version of that book. And I'm almost done with the horses. They only missed their heads. Ooh. A stitch stopper just flew away. And I am going to finish this quite soon, I think. Her birthday is also on July. But I was wishing that I will make this like both of these like on time, because I have another or other knits for like birthday knits. So I will have time to knit them too, because Habibi is turning 50 and I will make him a hoodie. And yeah, I already have the yarn for it. I just haven't, and the pattern. I will make the Montrealer by Vincent. I don't remember his last name, but from Les Garçons podcast, and he's a yarn dyer and a designer, and his husband is also like a podcaster with him, and he designs patterns. Maxime Cyr is his name. Max the Knitter. Vincent is, I don't remember his name. Anyway, I'm going to talk about some podcasts after these whips. After these whips, and I'll talk about them later. So this yarn is Per Gynt from Sandness Garn, and yeah, I love this yarn. It's rustic but not itchy. Yeah. Oh, and this Miro's sweater was knit in Cascade 220. This is so soft. Yeah. Okay. That's now I'm stuck. I just broke my bag. Oh no. The next thing is something that you haven't seen before, because it has been on my mind for a while, for months, and I just decided that no, I'm going to cast it on. This is Birds Unite by Stephen West, and this is the bigger size of it. I have knit the smaller size before, and I wanted to knit bigger. This is mostly merino. I've done this. This is section 1. The yarn is Ruskanlehti Polvart, the fingering weight. The colorway is Ruskanlehti, and the purple one is Ruskanlehti Merino Single Ystävyys. And in the section 2, there is the black yarn is Arvetta, Vilkkulan Arvetta, and the purpley plummy yarn is Harmonia, Hjertegarden Harmonia, that I dyed myself. I've used that yarn in here in this twists and turns shorts also, but I have had some left over, so I decided to use it here. And then this third section is Malabrigo Nechita Lynx, and this I got this from Habibi's yarn advent calendar thing, and I think these are all the colors that I will use in this, but I'm going to have to make one modification at least, because I don't have this Ruskanlehti colorway left enough so that I can do, I think it would be in the next some section. So there will be 3 more sections in this, except that the next one will be maybe here, like this, and then there will be here, and then I don't remember, but it's supposed to use the same yarns, but in the different, like, stripe it differently so that it won't be like the same. But I don't have this Ruskanlehti enough, so I'm not gonna use it. So I was thinking that instead of that, I have this Malabrigo Nechita Lynx left, so I will use this. And I don't remember, maybe it was with this. I think it will work. Then I have this Ystävyys left and a whole ball or skein of this Arvetta. And I will make the I-cord edge with this black yarn, I think, because I have enough of that. So this is kind of a scrappy project, except that I haven't used these links or this Ystävyys in other projects, but this orange parts here I used in my hinterland. I need the color work in that, and the black Arvetta was used in my Vaaka cardigan. Yeah, so this is not like or I don't feel like that I have to rush with this, because it's not really a summery project, but maybe I'll get it done before autumn. So yes, and the last one, I have shown this one before, but I know that I'm not sure that you can tell that I have made some progress on this, but I have, because this is really slow going, and this is like when I go somewhere that I need to have some very, very simple knits, I just take this with me, so it's not like progressing very fast. So this is Viahante by Martina Behm, and it is like this. You can use it as a like a cowl or a key, I don't know, shrug, or like a poncho or a scarf, because it is really lightweight. This is lace weight yarn. This is Cascade alpaca lace, I think. And it will be done someday, but I'm glad that I have been making some progress on it. Maybe I should put a progress marker, so next time I'll show you that this, then I'll know how much I have knit on this. But yeah, these have been my more active whips, and obviously all those FOs, I have knit on them also quite a lot. And this pavement, I just, when I started this, it was so, I just wanted to get it finished, so I knit on it a lot. Yeah, then that was like the knitting content. I'm not, some podcasters show their acquisitions or yarny stuff, but I don't feel like it's like really me. I don't know why would I show you some yarn that I bought, and would anyone be interested in that? But and actually I haven't been buying so much yarn lately, and I do have quite a lot in my stash, so I probably don't have to buy, except for the summer projects that I am I want to knit. I have to buy some linen or linen cotton yarn. I already bought the pattern, but I don't know, what was the name? Solstati by Rebecca Clow, who is a Scottish designer and podcaster, and yeah, so she has made this pattern that was released last week, and so it's like a basic raglan t-shirt knit with like DK weight yarn, and there's also like suggestions that you can that how you can modify it. Speaking is hard sometimes. Yeah, like you can put like eyelets or stripes or whatever you want on the tee. So that was a nice pattern, so I'm definitely going to knit that. And for that I have to buy some yarn, because I don't have like linen yarns. I have some cotton, but I don't like the 100% cotton yarns, so I want to try the linen ones. I was thinking about this Katia linen, I think, because my local yarn shop has that, and there was this yellow, really lovely yellow color that I never wear anything yellow except these socks today, but I feel like I would like to try something new, like broaden my color palette or something like that. So maybe I'll try that. And then I'm going to knit the Easy V back tee. It has a lot of projects on Ravelry, and I have some yarn that I have been thinking of using. So it will be like merino single, like kind of fade type of loose summer garments. And yeah, those have been on my mind lately. And now I'm going to talk about some podcasts that, because in the beginning I said that I feel like my knitting community is all around the world and not so much in Finland, maybe. Just because when I knit, I watch these podcasts, and I have some podcasts that I don't miss, that I will watch every time. And most of them are not Finnish. I only have one Finnish podcast that I watch every time, and it is Ilun, Handu, Duunaa, and it is a delightful, wonderful podcast. She's a yarn dyer, but she's not like marketing or only marketing her yarns in that podcast, but she is talking about the fiber community and maybe some controversial stuff that she just sells. That's how she sees the world and this community, and I think it's just a refreshing podcast. It's not just that she's showing her knits, so there's nothing wrong with podcasts like that, but I just love her take on the world. Yeah. And then the other podcasts that are like must see. So some of them are not so big podcasts, so they don't have like tens of thousands of subscribers. Some are, and I have 3 from the US and 3 from Canada. So somehow I am quite drawn to these Canadian people. Maybe it is because like there's something very similar, like in the weather conditions and maybe the mindset of the people, as in Finland. But there are 3 from the US. So the first one is I'll Knit If I Want To. That is a podcast by Andrea Maury, who is a very, very famous designer. And she talks about her designs. But the main thing about her podcast is that people send some questions about knitting and spinning and her patterns, and she answers the questions. So it is a bit different, but I think it's quite educational also. So there's also always some new things that I can learn from her podcasts, even about the things that I have never thought about myself. And the next American podcast is The Thread. That is a podcast from a lady who is a nerdy knitter and a designer, or she's it is so fun because she's just starting to be like, she's talking about her journey as a designer and all the things you have to think, and it's so fun. And also that she's like nerd. So her designs are based on the things like the Lord of the Rings. She is a Tolkien fan, and she also has this Discord server called The Thread, that it is for the nerdy knitters or something. If you have a fandom, it doesn't matter what kind of fandom, but you can just go. I haven't been there, but I have been thinking that it would, like, I think it would be good for me to like interact with some people that have the like similar mindset to mine. And she's just so much fun, and she's so honest about her struggles and all those things that life is. So I really enjoy her podcast. And the last one of these American podcasts is another knitting pod, and she is like, I feel like she is like the closest to my heart of all of these podcasters, because I just love her. She's just so honest and vulnerable, and just who she is, and she just doesn't, she's not, maybe she is afraid to show it, but she just shows herself as she is. So she talks about her knitting, of course, but also books that she's read, and about her children, and about motherhood, and about body image issues, and everything, just life. And I don't know, I just, every time I see her that there's a new podcast from her, I'm like, yeah, she's here. She's like my friend. Anyway, and then the Canadian podcasts are, there's two like bigger and one smaller. Well, I have like 180 something subscribers, so my channel is small, but these podcasts I'm talking about are like, they're quite like the another knitting pod and this fairy Godfather knits. They're like, they have like 1,000 or something, but not like 10,000 subscribers. So they are kind of small, but like kind of big in my opinion too. But I have followed another knitting pod and fairy Godfather knits and the thread like almost from the start, like from the first podcast. So they have been growing a bit since then. And I just, yeah, fairy Godfather knits is a Canadian man, I suppose. Yeah. And he just also just is so genuine and shows that, oh, I made a mistake and I don't know, like he's like honest about his knittings. So it is just a delight, and there's something a bit different about his podcasts. Yeah, I like his vibe. And yeah, I don't know if I have other things to say about that. And also he knits different stuff from what I knit, or what a lot of like the female knitters knit. So it's really fun to see. And then another Canadian podcast is Les Garçons. So that is these are the guys I talked about before. So there's Max and Vincent, and they talk about their business as yarn dyers and designers, and also the things they knit, and also about the community, and they are just so much fun. I love them. And they also are Buffy fans, and yeah, because I'm a like huge Buffy fan. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is like my most favorite show that I always return to when I'm feeling down. It's like my comfort blanket. So yeah, they are just a delightful couple. And the last Canadian podcast is Little Big Knits, and she has a lot of followers, but the why I started to follow her is that she's born in Finland, and she has like family in Finland, and so I think there's this connection. Just because she's partly Finnish. Yeah, but she also, she's such a gentle person, I feel, from the podcasts. Yeah. So these are the 6 podcasts that I always watch, and maybe next time I'll tell you about some other podcasts that I watch, maybe not every time, but that I enjoy anyway. Yeah, and now some life update stuff. As I told you, I have found a person in my life that I've been spending a lot of time with, Babe, and it's been going great. But he has, how do I say it? I've started to make some changes about how I treat myself, and I have been starting to take care of myself. Like, I've started to exercise and go to the gym like 2 or 3 times a week, and those are things that I haven't done. Like, I am not very good at taking care of my body, and now he's helped me to start doing that. So it has been just a lot of new stuff that I am getting used to, and that has also like affected this podcasting thing, because there's so much going on that I have to get used to before I like get to the new rhythm of life. And I think it has been a bit scary, not because going to the gym is scary, but scary because I'm afraid that my eating disorder brain is like triggering, oh no, it's getting triggered by this exercise thing. And now I feel like it's going to be okay, but I think that was a big reason why it was so scary to start like thinking about exercising things and like eating, and because if you have had struggles with your body image and any type of eating disorder, then it's so easy to slip back into that mindset. But now I feel like I'm just taking care of myself in a way that I haven't done in a long time, and it is just refreshing. And I feel like I'm doing good things to myself, and yeah, I think it's important, very, very important, and I hope that it will like improve my mental health also. And these are the things that I have been like living with recently. And well, of course, also family life and whatever is going on in here in my house. And and also I have met an Ukrainian lady that wants to learn to speak Finnish, and I have been like talking Finnish with her, and maybe I'm not a very good teacher, but I think the main thing is that if you want to learn a language, you have to speak the language. So and we also speak English, because sometimes you just have to check what is the word. and it has been really lovely. She's just a lovely person, and I feel like I'm like useful in that sense, that I can do something like that to help someone. Yeah, so it is spring here in Kajaani, Finland. There's not leaves on the trees yet, but this is like the way it goes. June is the first summer month in here. But there's still some snow, not a whole lot, but anyways, in some places there is snow. So I am getting ready for the summer, and I think I should have started knitting on the summer garments a bit earlier, but this is kind of a summer garment for me, because the summer in Finland can be quite chilly also. So this is like my spring and summer and autumn garment. Yeah, I think that's it. If you are still here, thank you very much. And if you enjoyed this episode, then please subscribe if you haven't, and feel free to like the episode or the video. And yeah, happy stitches. Bye bye.